Hi friends, well thanks for hanging out with me today. I just finished a bunch of commissions earlier this month and I had some leftover acrylic paint and I wanted to experiment. If you don't experiment, you don't grow, and if you don't grow, you won't learn. I like a quote from Max Eastman. He said the defining function of the artist is to cherish consciousness. And I'm always open to experimentation. I'm always trying to practice and also hone my style. Now, my typical colors are beach colors, the blues and the golds from the sand. As you watch the sun move across the sky, you'll pick up different shades of blues and golds. And I really have a lot of satisfaction when I'm using those colors. In this particular piece, the client wanted more neutral tones. So I took a bunch of acrylic paint that I had left over from the commission. I put them in different cups, and I had different variations of water. Some I used a little bit more water, some I used a little bit different amounts, but it will either be very thin or it's going to be a little thicker, but I just decided I'll play with it and see what happens. The first coat that I'm putting down is actually a bronze. I put in a little bit of silver, a little bit of blue, and just maybe a half a cup of water in there. It's fluid. It's definitely fluid, and you're going to see how it runs together. Then my next step is I'm adding some white. And as I'm looking at the canvas, you can see that I was gessoing it at the bottom, and I didn't completely finish letting it dry, but that's me sometimes being impatient. So adding the little bit of white that I'm doing right now is giving a different tonality. It's kind of adding a little lightness to that bronze, but you can see where the iridescent blue is coming through in that blue-green shade. And now I'm going to add a little bit of brown that I added just a touch of black. So here I'm putting in a little bit more of that gray-blue color. And if you notice, I'm going around in circular motions because I'm trying to move that paint. It's completely fluid at the bottom there. So I'm just allowing it to dry. Acrylic paint is great because it dries quickly. And one of the benefits of acrylic paint is if you don't like what you have on the canvas, paint over it, which I've done many, many times. Now you're also going to see where the brown and the black I added together with a little water. Here I'm stirring it. And I'm going to put it down and see how that mixed together. And it comes out black, but watch what happens. When I go to use the brush, it gives it that brown shade that comes through. And I'm shaping the bottom part of the canvas just to see if that's where I want to use it as a highlighter or not. And I'm using the edge of this very old brush. Time to throw it out, get a new one. But we'll keep working on this together.